Trackers gonna live the nation, and Spectrum's got such supervision. Na 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 na. Mask is a mighty power that can save the day. Na 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 na. Mask, no one knows what lies behind the mask charade. Na 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 na. Mask, always riding out on Venom's trail. Comes to the laser rays, fire away.
Oh, whew. What an awful, awful meeting. I'm glad I set my alarm. It's time for Behind the Mask. Hey, everybody. It's Bill from Matt-Trakker.com, and welcome to this episode of Behind the Mask. Now, if you're not aware, there are 2 channel giveaways right now. The mask computers and the mug, which you can see in the tableware episode that I did a few episodes back. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know you shared, and that's how you enter to win the cup. And like, comment, and subscribe. That's how you enter to win the mask computer. The goal of everything is to keep mask alive with your help. I've done a lot, but I want the community to really get together and really start pushing forward to show that we're here and that it means a lot to us. In one of my past videos, I put out a how to support us episode, essentially, where I talk about, supporting through PayPal, supporting through suggestions on hardware, how to market a little bit better, just to get the brand out there, get the name out there. And if this is the channel to do it, so be it. Let's use it and let's push forward. There's a lot of really good people out there, a lot of really talented people that are doing so much for the mask community, but it's just not known, and we need to make it known. That's my goal in the end. So thank you to those who have donated already. I woke up this morning, there was some donations, and those donations already, I'm looking at different camera hardware to see what'll make me look less like this and just give it a better, more HD feel. So thank you. So what we're reviewing today is a request that I get a lot of, and we're diving into one of the ones that people hold very special, very dear. And that, of course, is Switchblade from Series 1, piloted by Miles Mayhem. Now, mine is broken. I've classified this already. And basically, my wings don't stay in, so I have some Scotch tape on it. But we'll go over the mechanisms and how it changes and how this is really the only practical, defense mode and regular mode or attack mode, whatever you want to call them. When it switches, it's like the only other practical one, really. So before we look at that, let's look at the boxes. And it features the artwork of Lance Anderson. It has Miles, Switchblade, and it shows the helicopter mode. Not much to it. It's more of the more generic boxes, but it was an odd shape just because of the way it was packaged. I don't own the box. I've tried to win it a few times, but it usually ends up going for over $100 just for the empty box. So take it for what it's worth on that. The figure, naturally, if you had the original line or the original run, you had the short mask of Mayhem, but one has his face covered and one doesn't. That goes to the choking hazards and easily losing the masks, etc. it's odd, but it's one of the more accurate figures, I think, from a cartoon that were translated to the toy line as well. I felt like that was Miles Mayhem. I didn't feel like it was like another character essentially. Not Wilford Brimley, as some have speculated, with my Misk figure back there, and probably right here in the corner. But Switchblade. If this was your first mass toy, I probably didn't like you because that means you were privileged and I wasn't. It's very complex as it stands here. So right now I don't have it in any mode. It's a mix between the two. I just have it down like this to hold my rotors in place. So my rotors are also broken too, kind of. So this is the helicopter mode that you'd be sitting in. Canopy opens up. My canopy's cracked and broken. Surprising, right? And on these splits on the edges here, I can just take the whole damn thing out to show you. Where the molded plastic is along those edges, this is actually the third Switchblade I've had that's had this happen. So be careful when you're maneuvering it, opening it up. In my clasp, it's kind of got worn down here where it connects inward. All the stickers are intact, pretty good shape in the canopy inside the cockpit. You know, Miles is sitting here, ready to do some evil deeds here. Even though I can't pressurize that, if he goes up into outer space, he's gonna die. But why would he do that? Now, one of these turns the propeller, and as you can see, mine still works. I would do this to my brother. I'm going to use my camera self here. I would like get really close to him, like try to scare him with it. I know it's a cool mechanism to have right there on that facet. I'm going to bring this down. We're going to transform. Now this thing would transform in midair, so you would lose some altitude if you were, you know, Miles. I'm going to break the seal here. Tape should be pretty easy to come off. Okay. God. So normally, when you would do this, when you would put this in place, the wings would pop out, but I said mine doesn't hold. And this here, I believe this was part of it as well. Let me try it again here, 1 second. Oh, I'm sorry. One second. This one over here pops propellers up. So I have a couple broken spots here on mine. So that's broken, but when you did this and brought it in, the wings would pop out, and then you'd be in jet mode after you put up the, you know, the legs, and then you have jet mode. Pretty iconic. I mean, you could. I spent I don't count many countless hours playing with this. Got the two little guns that pop out here, and there's a bomb. It doesn't have any mechanism to drop it. There's just a little pin you kind of push forward a little bit, and it would fall out. A working Switchblade. You're gonna so it's gonna depend on. I gotta retape this. I use masking tape though, not Scotch. If you're gonna tape stuff down, use masking tape. It's a little easier to peel in the long run and short run. I would say you're going to be looking at about you're gonna spend $50 to $100 loose, depending on if you have the missile, depending on the mechanisms, and depending on if you get the figure or not. In the box, I've seen them sell for as little as $150, which I know sounds weird, but I've also seen them sell as high as $500. So you have to take it for what it's worth and pay what you can pay, and that's all you can do. But Switchblade is one of the most iconic toys of the Mask line, and I want to know your opinion on it. Do you think it's one of the most iconic? Do you think it is one of the actual only practical ones to split two different ways where it's a jet and a helicopter? Curious. Do you think anybody else should have been piloting this instead of Miles Mayhem? Maybe Miles should have had a different vehicle. It's a good question to think about. But, you know, can't have the collection without it. So if you're looking for ones, and it doesn't matter the condition, look low, get it in place, tape the wings down, and hope for the best. But I do enjoy this one a lot. Cincinnati, Ohio, made in Taiwan. I don't understand. So remember to like, comment, and subscribe to help keep Mask alive. And until next time, this is Bill from Matt-Trakker.com, and I'll talk to you later.
Spectrum's got such supervision. Na 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 na.